Well, good afternoon. November 12th. Chilly and rainy on the island. Today it's an update on the toxic landfill off Discovery Passage. We spoke about this yesterday, and I'm not sure how you can see that or if it comes through okay. That's a notice that was by my door when I headed out for a coffee yesterday morning. And reading that, I can say it was, as I said yesterday, it was quite alarming, especially in that location. Now today I had an opportunity to speak with Troy Whittle at Discovery Park. That's the name of the place where this is going to be happening. And he was quite cordial, and we had a decent conversation. As I mentioned yesterday, you cannot shut the world down. You've got to have business and jobs and that going. And we have to remember that it's not 1720, it isn't 1820, it's not 1920, it's 2020. And we can do things in a safer, more environmentally friendly way today, if we put our minds and our money where the ideas are. And Troy mentioned that's their idea. Assured me that there is no sewage sludge coming in, solid sewage sludge. It's basically going to be industrial waste. And a bit of background on the site for those who live here. Well, they know where the Discovery Park is. It was a mill, a paper mill, operated from about 1952 to 2009. And as a paper mill, they produced some of the finest paper in the world. It was used for just they had newsprint, but they had a lot of specialty papers as well. And it was a main employer and a major driving force for the community. And when it shut down, the community had to sort of redesign itself. And of course, in 1952, when they started, environmental concerns a little bit less than they are now. So they had toxic waste coming from sludge from this pulp process that they had on site. And this was, I've sent you, in the description area, there's some links. In the first link is just a little bit about them, a picture where they are now. Second link is, it's I think 300 and some odd pages. It's their whole proposal for this phase 3 of the toxic landfill. And I found that online. And it gives you a little bit more information if you have a chance to read it. And you'll notice when you're looking at the first link, there's a picture come on when you click on that link. And you can see the site right on the ocean. And there's a highway running just a little bit up. And this side of the highway, there's a 600-acre site where they have phase 1 and phase 2 toxic landfill areas where they sort of try to deal with toxic material. And they're proposing, and again in the second link, it shows you where more pictures of where that is and where the proposed phase 3 is. And again, it's all on the side of a mountain, the island, when you think of it, where a mountain top came up or on the side. So anything that happens up on this side of the road can end up in the chuck. There's no question. There is that danger. But we're thinking, and according to Troy, their main focus is to try to deal with toxic construction material, waste material, dredging material in a scientific way, in the safest way possible. They have all the landfills have liners and what have you. And of course, I spent a lot of years drilling and mining and around that sort of thing. And liners don't leak until they leak. And I think the company that Troy works with understands that. And So it was, again, an interesting conversation. Is it dangerous? Of course it is. But like I say, you cannot shut everything down. And hopefully, they may come up with some really nifty new ideas how to deal with toxic material. And that could be good. Troy is going to send me some more information that I can share with people. And I will do that when it comes in. Like I said yesterday, you get excited about this because like any town or any city in Canada, if you're in business or you're trying to develop something, you go through so much red tape, you go through so much malarkey and BS. Some of it makes sense, a lot of it doesn't. It's just in a book, so they got to do this and this and this, and everything you do, it costs you hundreds and thousands, sometimes thousands of dollars. And it's redundant. But everybody is so worried about you moving a pebble here, just messing up the environment. When I was reading this, and I thought, holy crap, this is really beyond anything somebody's going to do, opening up a little restaurant, coffee shop, clothing store or something. And all those people have to follow all of this bureaucratic nonsense. And it's very, very expensive. And Troy assures me he's going through even more of that kind of bullshit. So, and I call it bullshit, but some of it is important, especially when you're dealing with toxic material. It's obviously important. You don't want your children or your grandchildren, developing purple ears sort of thing from chemicals and crap. But anyway, so that's an update on that. As I said yesterday, there's many sides to a story. You've got to walk the whole circle, check all the degrees. Now, I haven't talked to any of the councillors or anybody in the province yet. So far, the information is sort of information that one can go through and come to some conclusion. Like I said, I'm not a protesting tree hugger. I don't do that sort of thing. I do complain though if things look stupid. I do ask questions if you're not sure. If people refuse to answer questions or don't want to entertain any discussion, then you get really worried. But so far the telephone discussion went really well, and I'm waiting for that information to come back. And we might have we will have another update as soon as I get that information, and we'll go from there. Everything else, I was reading an article by a doctor today. The right way to wear a mask is not to wear one. I thought that was sort of interesting. He says, the right way to wear a mask is not to wear one. Interesting. It's the other side of the coin. And this is flip-flop back and forth since January, when all this the Wuhan waltz started. I see one of Biden's health advisors, is suggesting maybe we'll to shut the country down for 4 to 6 weeks to get rid of, make sure all the virus is gone. Think about that. Shut an economy down for 4 to 6 weeks. Asinine. Totally asinine. Of course, most people aren't saying that. They're all thinking this is a good idea. It's crazy. Totally crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to today just spend more time on this toxic landfill thing. More information we get, we'll share with you. And if you're in Campbell River, you know where Discovery Park is. You can drive out that way, take a look for yourself. There's security all over, so you just can't go wandering around. But I mean, when I went out, the people were quite cordial and quite informative. And today, when the supervisor was in, I was able to get a hold of him. So anyway, take care. Bye for now. We'll see you tomorrow.